What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to fix the issue of your Apple Watch not getting notifications here from your iPhone device. Let's say that I do have my Apple Watch in here linked with my iPhone in here. In my case, I do have an iPhone 16, and every time I get a text, I get a WhatsApp message, I get a call, I get a specific notification from my phone, it doesn't show up, it doesn't pop up here on my Apple Watch. I'm gonna show you how to fix it in today's video. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I upload a lot of tutorials related to Apple devices. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel, and it also really helps me out. Now, jumping straight into the very first step in here for us to fix this annoying issue is to actually hop into settings within our iPhone device. But of course, you need to ensure that both of the devices are connected already. So you want to search for the Watch app in here on your iPhone. For example, you can bring down the search bar and simply search for Watch. Here we go. This is the Watch app, and it's linked to my Apple Watch in here. Now, in case you're not linked, it's going to ask you to scan to pair with your Apple Watch, and that's a very basic process. I'm pretty sure you already know how to pair it. Now, if you're unable to find the Watch app in here, simply open up the App Store and simply search for Watch, because you may accidentally have uninstalled it. Okay, so simply install this app in here, which is made by Apple themselves, and then you'll be able to pair. And then we're gonna move into the next step, because you may be in a situation where you're not getting notifications because you're not paired. That's also a possibility, so make sure you're paired. Once you're paired, we're gonna hop into settings. We're gonna scroll down all the way to notifications down here. Ensure both of them are paired. Tap on notifications, and then you want to scroll down all the way to Watch down here. Open up Watch and ensure that all this is toggled on. Read carefully each of these options in here, but make sure that they are in fact turned on. It's very important, because here we're dealing with all the notifications related to the Apple Watch app. Okay, so it's important for us to have everything turned on. If it's off, toggle it on, toggle it on. It's very important. Okay, so this is the very first step to double check. Next up, double check if your phone is not in low power mode. Okay, by checking here if your battery doesn't look yellow. If it looks yellow, simply open up settings, tap here on battery under personal hotspot, and then scroll down, tap on power mode and disable low power mode. You want to make sure that it's in the normal mode, because if you are in low power mode, it may be very conservative when it comes to battery on your phone. It's actually keeping the battery because you're running low in battery. So it's important for you to double check that low power mode is not the reason, or it's not interfering your connection between your Apple Watch and your phone. It may be delayed type of connection in case it's turned on. So make sure it's turned off. Next up, you want to double check if do not disturb is not turned on. So if you bring down the control center, you do have in here an option to activate do not disturb. And this option is here under focus. When you press and hold on focus, you do have do not disturb. If I toggled on, and this will not allow me to get notifications. So whenever it's locked. So you want to double check that this is turned off here, and you do not have any other focus which is turned on that may be having a specific setting inside that doesn't allow you to get notifications. So double check do not disturb and check if you do not have any focus turned on in here. Okay, you may be in a focus profile which is not allowing you to get notifications, so you want to double check that as well. Now, if none of these is actually one of the causes, no worries, we're moving into the next step, where I would like to let you guys know that in order for your Apple Watch to work, you need to be with your phone locked. Otherwise, the notifications are simply going to show up on your phone. So hop into settings real quick. Let me go back and then scroll down all the way to display and brightness. Scroll down again and tap on auto lock. Make sure that auto lock is not set to never, because if it's set to never, you may be in a situation where you think your phone is actually locked or deemed in terms of display in your pocket, while it's not. While it's fully functional and your screen is 100% bright, right, and that may be the reason behind you not getting notifications here on your Apple Watch. So you want to keep it to 30 seconds or minutes depending on your preference. I would recommend 30 seconds as default because it also contributes to the damage of your battery. So keep it on 30%. Now, once you've double checked that, your Apple Watch should start getting some notifications. Now, if it's still not getting notifications, do not worry. We're hopping into the next step where you need to open up the Watch app in here. Next up, you need to hop into notifications. Now, here under notifications, you want to make sure that notifications indicator is toggled on, and then show somebody when locked is also turned on. Okay, this needs to be turned on, both of these settings. Now, you can also double check this here on your Apple Watch real quick. For example, let me unlock my Apple Watch. You need to hop into settings real quick. There we go, settings is right here. Next up, you want to tap on notifications, and then you want to ensure that under notifications, notification indicator as well as show somebody when locked is turned on. Both of the options. These are exactly the same options, but you can also double check it from your Apple Watch because you can actually change the settings here and they may not be updated yet to your Apple Watch. So you want to double check the exact same settings on your Apple Watch just to double check that you are actually performing all these steps correctly, right? Now, if this didn't fix the problem, double check if you do not have the battery reserve mode on here on your Apple Watch. And how can you check that? Essentially, let me quickly unlock my Apple Watch. There we go. Hop into settings real quick, scroll down all the way to battery down here, hop into battery and check if down here you do not have power reserve turned on. This is how you turn it on, okay? So you want to make sure that it's off. I'm turning it on right now, okay? Now you need to ensure that that's turned off. Try restarting your Apple Watch if that's the case, if it's on or something like that, or from the app on your phone, you can also disable that feature. It's as easy as that. So you want to double check in here within the app if power reserve is not turned on, okay? So you want to disable it in case it is turned on. So you want to disable it in case it's turned on. Now, next up, if none of this helped you fixing the problem, I would recommend you guys to perform a forced restart on your iPhone device while it's connected to the Apple Watch. And how does this happen? If you have an iPhone, such as an iPhone 8 or later models, anything above iPhone 8, all you need to do is rapidly tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button continuously until you see the Apple logo on your screen in a white color. There we go. Let me wait for a couple more seconds. It's gonna turn on right now. It takes 6 to 8 seconds approximately. There we go. Release the power button. As soon as you see the Apple logo on your screen, let your phone turn on normally. This doesn't delete any data. It essentially restarts your phone, reboots, so whenever you change a few settings on your phone, it actually updates the settings, okay? So here we go, it's restarting, it's refreshing all the processes, and I do recommend you to perform a forced restart every 15 to 10 days. Okay, it's important so your phone runs smoothly. This should essentially fix the problem, and if it doesn't, try updating your software here on your iPhone device to see if it fixes the problem or not. I hope this really helped you out, and if you find value here in my content, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know down in the comment section if you do have any question or doubt so we can discuss further. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video and for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.